Packers and Lions.
Listen, two good teams. I'm going to take the home team on Thanksgiving. Historically, home teams do well. Lions -2.5 is my side. They've won 6 of their last 8 against Green Bay. They match up well. And since Dan Campbell took over play calling, Detroit leads the NFL in the last 3 weeks in yards per play. It's a different offense with Dan. Their defense generally pretty good at home. The Packers, their 3 road wins have come against Arizona, Pittsburgh, and the Giants. Let's slow down. But here's more troubling. Jordan Love, since Tucker Kraft got hurt, fewer than 200 passing yards, the team's averaging 19 points. Two good teams. I'll take Detroit to win and cover 28-24.
Ooh. I can't wait for this game. It's such a bummer. You know, I feel like for me this Thanksgiving I'm going to be I'm going to be around a lot of like little kids and doing stuff with them, so it's just hard. It's going to like, and you know, a lot of those Thanksgiving games before, it's kind of like you can kind of like half watch and go in and out, miss it a little bit. Like this is a juicy game right now. This game has massive stakes involved right now. Like there are real repercussions to this game. Packers, Lions, Goff, Love, Campbell, LaFleur, Micah, Hutch, like this is crazy. This is box office, and it's 1 o'clock smack dab in the middle of the day. No matter where you're living, it's either 1 or 10 or whatever the heck it is. Like this is, you know, like a bunch of these games need to be. Honestly, it feels like every game right now should be the primetime game. That's what it should be. So I feel a little frustrated by this because this is a game that I would love to just lock in. I'll probably be able to watch like the first half, and then I'll be driving for the second half. So I'll see what type of post game clip I'll be able to make surrounding this game. So if I can't get a clip out, I want to be able to at least post this clip so then people can still comment. But I'm pretty sure I'm still going to try my best. Even if I don't feel like I have a full grasp on the game, how it exactly unfolded because of Thanksgiving being Thanksgiving, I still want to post some sort of game and reaction so we can at least discuss it in the comment section. But I mean, yeah, I just have no strong predictions for this game. I will say, so I've already talked about this game from the Packers perspective, and I post that video. So if you're a Packers fan and you're watching this video, I appreciate it. Keep watching. But I also talked way more in depth about the Packers in my other video posted about the Packers, where Jordan Love is like the thumbnail and all of that. This is definitely going to be more of a Lions-centric video and looking at it from the lens of the Detroit Lions. And with that said, the Detroit Lions need this win. I mean, they need this win. They need to start stacking those great high-quality wins here. I mean, Colin can talk about yards per play all you want in these last 3 games. I mean, you beat up the Commanders, who are a terrible team right now and decimated with injuries. They're a bottom team. You scored 9 points against the Philadelphia Eagles, and that was not a play-calling masterclass by any stretch of the imagination. And then you beat the New York Giants, and you needed overtime and a 59-yard field goal. Okay? Like, that's the reality here. I'm not downplaying the Lions. I'm not doubting the Lions. I've been defending the Lions. I want to see the Lions succeed. I want to see all the teams succeed. But, like, you know, I always take – Colin likes to do this a lot with a lot of his takes. He takes, like, random stretches. The last 3 games, this defense is trending. The last 3 weeks, this has been a bad defense. And it's just like, they're just random stretches in time. They're just random stretches in time. And, you know, someone even said in the comment section that, like, a lot of Lions fans were like, they're not happy with the win over the Giants. That Dan Campbell wasn't happy with the win over the Lions, like how exactly it unfolded. You're certainly not happy with how the game unfolded against the Eagles and the Lions. So, you know, that's back-to-back games that you don't necessarily feel truly great about. And, you know, when you juice your production against a team like the Commanders and the Giants, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like I've said this a million times about the Lions. Like I have the utmost respect for the Lions, and any of their production against the bad teams means nothing to me because they're too great and so buttoned up to not be great against the bad teams. It's how do you look against the better defenses, against the better teams, the better offenses, right? Like that's what I'm here to see. Putting up only 17 against the Kansas City Chiefs, only 9 against the Detroit Lions. Obviously earlier in the season against against the Packers, only 13. Like that game never really even felt that close. Like that's the type of stuff that you want to be able to solve, and you can take a gigantic step forward against the Green Bay Packers at home. And you're in a really fascinating stretch here. Packers, Cowboys, Rams, right? Like those 3 games right here are crucial, are so important. And really the Rams game ends up being the ultimate barometer game because the Rams have been at the top, right? They've been a great team, great defense, great offense. They've been a really complete team. And then you're going up against the Cowboys, who got some holes. You're going up against the Packers, who got some holes. You're going up against the Steelers, that got some holes. The Vikings, obviously, they're just a big, gigantic hole. And then you're going up against the Bears, and it's like that. That's the final game of the season. That could be for the division. That could be for the wild card, the final wild card seat. Like I don't know, like or both teams could be in the wild card, and game doesn't really matter as much. Like I don't know. So. Just really, really fascinating schedule coming up. If you're looking at this, I'm looking at the Lions schedule right now. I'm like, oh man, like every single one of these games is can't miss. Really the most skippable game is that Vikings game on Christmas, December 25th. And even then, it's still going to be an important game for them and a little bit of potential revenge or redemption because you did lose to J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings, right? So, still important. So, yeah. Lions winning 28-24, according to Colin Cowherd. Yeah, man. This game matters a lot to both these teams right now. I mean, if you win this game, like, if the Packers win this game, they're going to feel awesome. And if the Lions lose this game, they're going to feel awful. And if the Lions win this game, they're going to feel awesome. And if they lose this game, they're going to feel awful. I know it sounds silly to say because you go like, well, every time you win, you feel great. And every time you lose, you feel awful. It's like, yes and no. Like this game really matters to both of these teams. And especially considering what the Bears have been doing. And that's why it'll be interesting to see what the Eagles do to the Bears, or how the Eagles and Bears play each other. Both these teams can still win this division. If the Bears win and one of the, and depending on which team loses, now you're really just getting solidified into the wild card, quite frankly. That's what that becomes. I mean, it still would be within range, but it starts to get hard. You start to run out of games here. If the Bears win and now they go up 9, right? And then the Packers, again, depending on which team loses, it's like now you're stuck at 7. But if you win, now you're at 8, and the Bears lose. What's that math say? 8, 8, 8, 8. So you're right there. Even if the Bears win, you're still right there, and especially the Lions still have the game against the Bears, tiebreakers, all that fun stuff. So, this has a little bit of devastating consequences. And the Packers with their whole tie, which I'll have to, you had to figure out how exactly that could end up, messing things up moving forward. Because even right now, obviously the Packers are ahead of the Lions because of that tie or whatever. So, yeah. This game is, you really look at the standings, specifically the NFC North, and then you think about what else is at stake here. You find yourself in a really tricky situation where you could legitimately miss the playoffs. Because you have a lot of teams that have wins, right? Like right now, the 8-win team, the Seahawks 8-win team, they're a wild card. Green Bay is in there. Obviously, the Lions aren't right now. It's like, it gets weird, and it gets weird fast. you could genuinely find yourself on the outside looking in. The 49ers are playing the Browns. That'll be an interesting game. That has potential to potentially trip up the 49ers. If not, they now win 9 games, right? They go up. Again, that's why they're still in that weird situation where they're below the Green Bay Packers. I think if the Packers lose, and they would have 4 losses, and yeah, well, especially if they win 9. Again, you'd have to look at this. Yeah, the Lions lose this game, right? If the Lions lose this game, you not only now far even further back from even just the wild card hunt, but like you have to now you start to be in the position where you now have to really you need these other teams to like lose. Like you're not even now fully in the control of your own destiny, and then you have legit games on the schedule, as I showed you. Like these going up against the Rams and what, like those are not easy wins. Those are not like, okay, don't worry. Well, we definitely got, at least an easy 3 wins embedded on our schedule. We know that we're at least getting to 10. Like you can't necessarily say that. So, at home, Thanksgiving, got to come away with a win. I get it. This is the definition of a must win from the way how I'm looking at it, the way how I'm starting to consider actual now like playoffs, division. This could be one of those divisions where it ends up being where, like, I don't know, maybe if you either win the division or you're just not in the playoff, like the way, depending on how some of this is shaken up, things can get weird. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Detroit Lions? What do you think's at stake for them going up against Green Bay right now? Do you agree with Colin's prediction that they will beat Green Bay Packers at home 28-24? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.